Yo, man, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to my new channel, Sir Kessely. Now, I'm in the hotel room in Virginia, because I just got accepted for orientation at Western Express. They just hired me. Here's my hiring packet right here. Welcome to Western Express. But I'm not gonna talk about that. I'll get into that later. For the first video on this channel, I'm gonna talk about my driving school that I went to for CDL, and that is Driving Academy. I'm gonna be giving my review of Driving Academy. I'm gonna talk about the administration. I'm gonna talk about the yard and the equipment for the trucks that they use, the price of it, and then I'm gonna give my overall like advice, tips, reviews, and how to navigate the school to best fit you and what your needs. So yeah, Driving Academy. I went to Driving Academy at I want to say October, September, around that, and I ended up going to the DMV. No, I didn't go to the DMV. I went to Pennsylvania. I took my test in Pennsylvania. I passed February 1st. Took me a long time. Took me about 4 or 5 months, but I really could have did it in a month. But yeah, I went through Driving Academy, and first off, the price, you got to put $500 down, but the total price is somewhere between, I want to say, $3,500 and $4,000 for school. There's 3 different payment classes. There's if you do the first payment option, which is what I chose, it was around $3,500 to $4,000. And what you get with that option is you get 2 tests. You can take if you take the test one time and you fail, you get another try, and you get 100 hours in the yard to go train. The yard is some place out from a distance from the school, where you go practice your maneuvers, and you practice how to maneuver the truck, and you practice your pre-trip and stuff like that. So I paid for the first option. The second option was, I believe you got 120 hours. You get unlimited tries on the test. And that one was a little bit more, it was a little bit more pricey. I think it was like $3,700 to $4,200. And the third option was you get 160 hours training in the yard, and you get unlimited option. I think that option was like $4,500 or around $5,000, something like that. But you really only need the first option, because I passed with the first option. I failed my first time going, and I passed on my second time. And if you fail the second time and you run out of tests on the first option, you get the option to pay for another test, and I think that's like a couple $100. So you really don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I chose the first option, went into school, signed up for the administration, signed up through the administration. Now, the administration, I'm gonna say this is the worst part of the school. The administration is kind of trash. I remember one time I went in there, I had some issues with my payments, and just I don't know what it was specifically, but I just wanted to, because what was coming up online for my payments wasn't the correct amount. So I went in there, I was like, yo, there's something wrong here. And they were rude. Not all of them were rude. There was this one guy that I was talking to, he was rude. And the way they talk to you is like, it's us versus you. So it's like the way they handle the people in the office is like they treat us as the opposition. Like, really, it feels like they're just trying to like argue or fight or make it seem like you're wrong, even though I was right in the situation. My numbers were off in the computer, and he had to fix it. But that was just one thing that I remembered. Other than that, they were not that bad. The administration was not that bad. There was this one lady I remember. She was pretty nice to me. She even let me like reclaim some of my hours that I missed when I was supposed to go in the yard to train. And yeah, that was pretty much it about the administration and the pricing. Now I'm going to talk about the yard, the most important part, the yard and the instructors. Now, whenever I go in to look at reviews about driving academy, I see a lot of bad reviews because people say that, oh, it's just a money grab. The instructors don't really care about you. They don't teach you anything. And I'm going to say I agree and I disagree at the same time. Now, when you go in the yard is pretty small. It's small in comparison to the test that you have to go take, because there's a couple of maneuvers in a truck that you have to take when you go take your test, right? There's a couple of maneuvers that you have to do when you go take your test. And the maneuvers on the yard at the school is smaller than the maneuvers, then it's smaller than the size of the test site, right? So, but you can still do the maneuver. It's just gonna be a little bit smaller than what's on the test. But you can still do like everything that you need to do on the yard. They have the stop at the line. When you're driving the truck, you have to stop at the line. They have the offset backing, where you back the truck into a spot. You're gonna be up here, and then you have to back the truck over here. And then they have the forward, back, straight line backing, all the maneuvers you need. They also have a simulator. Now, the simulator, I personally, when I was first coming to the school, I used it, but in all honesty, you don't need it. You don't need to use it because all of the things that you're gonna do is in real life anyways. It's like a video game, it's like a big ass screen, a screen here, and a screen there, and it's like you sit in like a go-kart, like you simulate driving a truck. But I recommend you don't even play with that. Touch it, like play with it for the first couple of days, but really focus on your maneuvers and maneuvering the truck, right? So there's the simulator, and then there's the maneuvers, and then there's the pre-trip, the testing section for the pre-trip, your in-cab, and your in-cab inspection, and your air brakes test. There's a section for that, right? Now, I really recommend to you guys to really focus in. Don't use your school time. If you choose to go to the school, do not use your school time when you go to the yard. Focusing on your in-cab and your pre-trips, just standing there doing your in-cab and your pre-trips, studying your in-cab and your pre-trips. Use that time at home. Use your study time at home. Really, when you come into the yard, focus on your maneuvers, because that's why I failed. I didn't fail because that's why most people fail. Most people fail because they can't maneuver the truck correctly, and then they go on a test and they fail, right? So really, when you go in the yard, really put the hours in and just getting in and focusing on the maneuvers, learning how to maneuver the truck, right? Now, my overall review of Driving Academy is gonna be a B minus. One thing I didn't talk about is the instructors. The instructors, they don't hold your hand at all. A lot of people complain that the instructors don't really teach you anything, but closed mouths don't get fed. Whenever I needed help, I would scream like, "Yo, I need help! Help me on this maneuver! Like I'm struggling." But if they see you, but the yard is really for a tool. They give you the tools and then they just step back. That's what I really like about the school. That's the one thing I like about the school, is they give you the tools and they step back. And if you need help, they're there to help you. But don't expect them to go up to you. They see you struggling, they'll literally watch you struggle and like sit back and laugh at you like, look at this guy struggling. And you think you're doing good, but you're doing bad. You're hitting cones. Nobody's telling you. They just looking at you and laughing. And then you step out and you like, damn, nobody's helping me. Nobody's helping me. And then you get on Facebook, write a review. The instructors are bad. They don't help you. Like, you got to ask for help. and they'll help you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I give the school a B. It gives you all the materials you need to pass. I know because I passed my test. It's just that they really take a back seat. They give you the materials so you can do all you have to do. And focus on doing your pre-trip and your in-cab inspections, the written part that you have to memorize. Focus doing that at home. Memorize it at home. Then come into the yard and test yourself. Don't use all that time in the yard to study the pre-trip and inspection, and you're not getting in the truck and working in that truck, putting the hours in that goddamn truck, maneuvering that goddamn truck. But yeah, that's my review of Driving Academy. I give it a B minus, C plus. It could be better in some places, but it really is really all you really need. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.